Oh man, I'm just getting the news, man. They ran down and Brick Baby, uh, Big U, Loose Cannon. That's crazy, man. They in the YouTube street sweeping them up, man. Listen, man. Listen though, right? In the social media world, right? I've been saying for too long that people put too much of their business on this thing, man. This ain't for that, man. Social media is a spot for us to get together, market our products, network a little bit, you know, and grow our businesses and our reach, right? Social media ain't for bragging and boasting and telling on yourself about everything you done did. And you know, I don't know none of these dudes and personally, but you know, Big U is a big name. You know, that ain't no new name on the block. And this dude kind of famous, and he don't even be all over the internet like that, man. But he the casualty of these clowns, man, on here all day, every day, professing how gangster they is and how dangerous they is and how violent they is. Man, them people got somewhere for you gangsters and you violent and you dangerous dudes, man. They got somewhere for you, man. I kind of feel bad for Big U because shit, it's all the doing of these other running their mouth type of dudes, man. So, man, this a lesson, man. You know what I'm saying? The Kingpin Chronicles, what we do is we speak on past stuff we done been convicted of. You know what I'm saying? We done been convicted. We done did ours or gave ours back or beat the cases. But we're dealing with what's public record. Anytime I see these dudes on here commenting on cases that's open, Puff Daddy, and all these people, man, these dudes got open cases, man. Y'all dirty in any possible jury pool they could ever have. When this stuff become big in the media and it's all over the place, how are you going to receive a fair trial? You can't get a fair trial if they on the news spraying you down like they doing Big U, if they're gonna allow the media to downplay. Listen, downplay all of the stuff he was doing in his community. That's crazy. Now I don't know his guilt or innocence in none of this, but I can say that the dude was doing his thing for the kids and for the community. Christmas, we seen somebody stole the toy truck from his house. People donated and gave it back, but that's something that the dude been doing for years. So, man, stand up, Big U, man. Hats off to you, man. Brick Baby and Loose Cannon. Y'all been on the internet confessing the crimes since y'all been on there, and that's how y'all got y'all fame. So, you know, y'all kind of asked for it, but it seemed to me, now I don't know the details of the case. I done seen the indictment and read over it, and there's a whole bunch of allegations that don't hold a lot of water in my opinion. But you know, at the end of the day, you got to go in there and you got to fight. And if you ain't got no bunch of money to, you know what I'm saying, represent yourself in court, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? So, man, I just want to let y'all know that the Kingpin Chronicles and the Think It's a Game podcast are not about glorifying the streets. We're not coming on there bragging about nothing we done, right? We're going to give y'all the public record, right? Which is the public record. If you want to know it about any one of us, just dig in the public record and you can find it, right? But we're not coming on here glorifying or boasting about no crimes we committed. We're not talking about no cases that's open, right? I'm personally not even gonna mention none of the people that's in the later part of my life because they might still be rocking and rolling. Shit, so when I tell the end part of my own story, I can't mention none of the people. You're never gonna hear me mention who I was connected with and all that, because there ain't nobody No, there's never been no convictions for none of that. So why would I confess or tell on somebody to that? Even though it was 10, 15 years ago, that's still, we don't do that, man. So them dudes weirdos, man, if you ask me, man. And I think Big U was just a casualty of the war, and it's gonna take him fighting and having to spend some money and maybe some people to step up for him, because he was definitely out there doing putting in work for the neighborhoods. And this right here is the reason why we don't get a lot from our OGs that a lot of our OGs just got freed from the First Step Act, or they coming to the end of their biz. They done rolled them out, man, and they don't want to deal with these platforms because of that. They come on the platform and get tricked into a tricky conversation, and there you go, they in an indictment with some suckers they don't even talk to or associate with. I've never seen Loose Cannon and Big U and Brick Baby together, but I don't know the facts of the case. I don't know what evidence they got, but it looked like a badly thrown together case. And it looked like it's all just to try to get somebody to turn over and cooperate against Big U. And that's probably what's going to happen. And 9 times out of 10, I picked up yesterday, it already happened. If it's going to happen, it already happened. They already cooperated. But, ugly in this world, man, especially with dudes that want to brag about what they doing in the streets, and then they still in the streets doing it. That's crazy. That's the crazy part. I got some people reached out to me and was like, man, but I ain't did nothing in 10 years. So anything anybody could say about me, or anything I can say about myself, is out of statute of limitations. I never committed no violent crimes. I never was a violent criminal. I ain't got no murders. I ain't got no armed robbery. I had none of that. So, yeah, I can speak about my past, right? But these dudes get on there talking about, Loose Cannon, I see videos talking about, he was the boogeyman. Everybody know he a killer. Everybody know he about that. If everybody on the streets know, them people down at the police station know. Yeah, man. So I don't think they got no strong case, and they haven't been charged. It's just a complaint right now. So don't hold this to be too much, because it seemed kind of weak. It's a whole bunch of allegations, and it's going to depend on what kind of evidence they got. But if it was me and I was in Big U's situation, and as he's saying he ain't got nothing to do with none of this, man, push for a speedy trial and get him on in the courtroom. Don't let him drag you out. But as crazy as big news is all over the place by Big U. It's more so by Big U, because Loose Cannon and Brick Baby, they social media whores. They clickbait dudes. And that clickbait got them into something. Now, a lot of people speaking on the dude that's always talking about on Pyru, and the other dude that's the boxer. They YouTube dudes, but they always on YouTube talking about crimes that people possibly involved in. And with this, they shared that this dude was going to get indicted, and they've been saying it for 2 years. Y'all watch who y'all around, man. Y'all watch who y'all let be in y'all business. Because the first time you tell them no, or the first time you start to separate yourself from them for their ways, get ugly, y'all. It get ugly, right? It get ugly. And that's why I stand on my message that I push to people. I wouldn't care who it is. I tell them, man, that shit in the streets is over. It's over. Man, the trap niggas on Facebook now. You see these dudes showing everything they got going on and flossing and flaunting and being in front of everything. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all one of my best kept secrets. That was how I stayed under the radar a lot. I wasn't flossing. I wasn't flying. I had cars that I had $100,000, $200,000 cars. Nobody seen me in them. When I wanted to stunt, I jump in mine and go to another city where don't nobody know me. Where the people don't know me. The police don't know me. If law enforcement where we was wanted to know what I was doing, they had to follow me. Cause I'm gonna hit it, I'm gonna go hang out and have fun in other places around people who don't know me. So that jealousy and that envy, it wouldn't affect me. It wouldn't affect me. And people just wouldn't be in my business. I always figured if everybody knew what I was doing, the police knew. Man, Kingpin Chronicles, keep your business out these internets, right? Don't be on here talking about crimes that's open, right? And stay away from the police, man. And when I say the police, I ain't talking about just the people that wear badges, man. There's a lot of them out here. Man, Coogee and Louie and all. And DP, I'm gone, man. Can't be Chronicles. Like, share, subscribe.